very good morning to all of you. Welcome to your English 1 class. In the previous class, we have studied verbs, right? We just began with the introduction. What do you mean by verb? We learned main verbs and auxiliary verbs, and we got to know what is transitive verb and what is intransitive verb, right? So let us have a quick recap. What is main verb? We all know main verbs can be used independently. That is why they are called, independent verbs or full verbs. And auxiliary verbs, they often sit along with the main verb in order to have a complete meaning. Okay? Transitive and intransitive. Transitive verbs should always have an object and thus it is complete. And intransitive verb, it does not have an object and it may use subject complement sometimes, but it never uses it never uses an object. Okay? So as I told you, today we will proceed with the exercise. The book should be kept open in front of you. If you don't have the book, please have the material from the study material section and then have your school copy ready. Many of you are asking me through emails or through comments on YouTube whether you will be using the school copies or not. So yes, I'll suggest all of you to use the school copies as these classes are given to you to provide all of you a school-like ambience. So you should follow all the methods that you used to follow while you were in school, right? So please use those copies, and for English 1 you will be making 3 copies. One copy is for grammar, another copy is for composition and letter writing, and another is for comprehension. Okay, understood? So have that copy open, and all the revision test and all the worksheets, whatever I have given to you till then, all should have there in your copies. Understood? So let us begin with exercise A. Circle the main verbs and underline the auxiliary verbs in the following sentences. So we have to circle the main verb and we will underline the auxiliary verb. The first one is Sarita can repair this game console. So Sarita can repair. 2 verbs are there. So what is main verb? Main verb is repair and can is what? Helping or auxiliary. So you will first copy the question, as the instruction of the question is to underline the auxiliary verb and circle the main verb. So you have to copy the question. I am writing here just the answers. So A1, can will be what? Can will be auxiliary and repair will be main verb, right? Then is second one, the peasant dries the green chilies in the sun. What does the peasant do? They dries. So only one verb is here and that is the main verb. So dries is here what? Main verb. Main verb. Mohandas was a shy child. Now see, was. As we know, be verbs can be used in both the ways. We can use it as main verb and we can use it as auxiliary verb as well. So here, was is used as main verb. So was is what? Main verb. Number 4. Who will buy this broken aquarium? Who will buy? See, 2 verbs are here. Will is what? Auxiliary and buy is what? Main verb. So will is auxiliary and buy main verb. 5. This professor can talk for many hours on Indian history. The professor can talk. 2 verbs. So can is what? Can is auxiliary and talk is what? Main verb. So can is auxiliary and talk is main verb. Number 6. Have the soldiers moved to the northern valley. So have the soldiers moved. Two verbs. Can you recognize them? Have is one and move is another, right? So have is what? Have is a helping verb here. So have will be auxiliary and moved. Moved will be what? Main verb. Number 7. I have 12 books in my bag. Have, we have discussed in the previous class, have can also be used in both the ways, that is main verbs and auxiliary verb as well. So here have is not assisting any other verb. Have is there alone and it is serving the purpose of a main verb. So have is main verb. No one can paint as beautifully as Leonardo. So can paint. Two verbs. Can is auxiliary and paint is main verb. Can is auxiliary and paint is main verb. 9. You must clean your shoes before entering this room. Must is one, clean is another. So must is helping verb or auxiliary verb and clean main verb. Number 10. Shall we go for a movie tonight? Shall we go? Shall is one, another is go. So shall is helping and go is main. Shall is auxiliary and go is main. Okay? Hope you have written this. So I am going to rub that so that we can proceed with the next exercise. Write whether the main verbs in the following sentences are transitive or intransitive. As we know, transitive verb should have an object which intransitive verb does not have. So, and circle the objects of the transitive verbs. Yes, if we find the main verb transitive, which we should have an object, we will encircle the object, right? So, for this exercise also you need to copy the questions. Okay, so please do copy the question, then write the answer. I'll be writing the answers only. B. Shafina ate 3 plates of onion fritters. So, can you identify 8? What is the main verb here? Main verb is here 8. So, what is that? Is it a transitive or intransitive? Obviously, it is a transitive verb because it is having an object. What is the object? 3 plates of onion fritters. If you question the verb with what, okay, so what the answer comes will be the object. So Safina ate what? Safina ate 3 plates of onion fritters. So 8 is transitive and 3 plates of onion fritters. This is object. Okay. Number 2. 3 men in masks were walking in the park. The main verb is walking. So 3 men in the masks were walking. Where is another verb, but it is the helping verb. But walking is the main verb. In the park, do we have any object here? No. So it will be clearly intransitive. So walking, intransitive. Number 3. Mayank slept all through the afternoon. Mayank slept. Slept is the verb. All through the afternoon. No object is found. So it will be again intransitive verb. Slept, intransitive verb. Number 4. Draw an elephant in your notebook. So draw an elephant in your notebook. Draw what? Draw is having an object. Draw an elephant in your notebook. So draw will be what? Draw will be transitive, an elephant will be object. Number 5. No one can swim in the lake in winter. No one can swim. Swim is the main verb. In the lake in winter. No object. So, swim will be intransitive. Number 6. How can you start the car without the key? So, how can you start the car? Start what? Start the car, right? So, start is the transitive verb and object is the car. Start, transitive, and the car is the object. Number 7. Alisa is Moin's elder sister. So, Alisa is Moin's elder sister. Do we find any object here? No. Is the main verb. It will be intransitive. Number 7 is intransitive. Number 8. Golden daffodils were dancing in the breeze. Golden daffodils were dancing. Dancing is a verb, but it has no object. Dancing in the breeze. So, it will be intransitive. Number 8. Dancing, intransitive. Number 9. Jack fell down and broke his head. So, if you just can have a very minute look, you will have both the verbs here. First is fell down and another is broke. So, for the first one, we don't have any object. So, that will be intransitive. For the second one, we have an object. For that, it will be transitive. So, fell down will be intransitive. And broke is transitive because broke his head. Broke what? His head. Vishwanath won 3 gold medals in swimming. Vishwanath won what? 3 gold medals. So, won, number 10, won is the transitive and 3 gold medals is object. Right? Please copy. Now, we will know something new. That is, what is irregular and what is regular verbs. Before that, we need to grab this. First, make again a column. Regular verbs, irregular verbs, right? So, what is regular? When we add D or ED with the base verb is called regular verb. If the verb is formed maintaining other ways, maintaining other ways are called irregular verbs. Okay? So, example, laugh will be laughed. ED see, so D or ED if we have, that will be regular verbs. So let us have another example in the irregular verb, that is speak. Speak will be what? Spoke. So we can see the past the past form changes following a different way. So not following the same way, D or ED. From speak, it has become spoke. So it will be irregular verbs, right? There is another exercise. Write the past tense forms of the following verbs and sort them into regular and irregular verbs. So we are asked to write the past forms of these verbs given below, and we have to mention whether they are regular or irregular. So, okay, so do that. I need to rub this. First is sit. From sit, what will be the past tense? The past tense will be sat. Sat. Sat is regular. Is it following the rule of the regular verb? Do we have D or ED at the end of this? No. So it will be irregular verb. I am just mentioning I for irregular and R for regular. Second is act. Act will become acted. It is following the rule, so it will be ED. As we can see, ED is there, so it will be regular. Understand will be understood, so it will be irregular. Number 4, occupy. Occupied, following the rule of the regular verb, so regular. Number 5, purchase. Purchased, regular. Number 6, buy will become bought, so it will be irregular. 7, order. Ordered, ED, so regular. 8, seek will become sought, irregular. 9, delay. Delayed, regular. Number 10, explain. Explained, regular. 11, postpone. Postpone, PONED, regular. Number 12, inform. Informed, FORMED, so regular. Let me rub to continue with the exercise. Chase. Chased, regular. 14, is, was, irregular. 15, have, had, regular. 16, hear, heard, heard, regular. 17, ask, asked, regular. 18, deliver, delivered, regular. 19, catch, caught, irregular. 20, entertain. 8, tend, T-A-I-N-E-D. So entertain will become regular. 21, juggle, juggled, regular. 22, broadcast, broadcast has no different form in the past tense. It will remain the same. So broadcast will be broadcast. So this is irregular. 23, put. Again put will remain same. So it's irregular. See will become saw. It's again irregular. Okay. Then after this we will learn the classification of auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs can be classified in two types. First is primary auxiliary and second is modal auxiliary. Okay, so let me rub this. Again, draw a column, auxiliary verbs. Two classifications, primary verbs and this is modal auxiliaries. Okay, so what are primary verbs? Be, do and have. So what are the verbs that come under be? That is be, am, is, are, was, were. Okay. Do, does, did, have, has, had and having. Okay, now let us discuss the modal auxiliaries. So modal auxiliaries, they express permission, possibilities, necessities and prediction. So for example, these are may, might, shall, should, then ought to, must, etc. Right? So I'm writing some. Will, shall, can, could, may, might, should, ought to, etc. Okay. So now we need to learn. See, as the book is with you, you can see page number 71. Here we will know the usage of this modal auxiliaries. According to the order of the sentence, we can use. First, we need to understand the mood of the sentence. So, first it shows ability. Ability, to show ability we generally use can. So, Shatis can read Arabic. So, it is Shatis's ability, right? You can have the cake now. It shows what? Permission. You can have. So, we can see here can is having two different usage. First First is ability, second is permission. You can have, means someone is allowing you to have. Then could. You could feed the dog in the evening. You could feed. By the sentence you can understand this is a suggestion. You could feed. It is a suggestion. Could you pass me the sugar please? By please we can understand this is a request. So could you pass me the sugar please? It is a request. Sudha may come tomorrow. May come. So it is a possibility. May not also. So Sudha may come tomorrow is possibility. May I use your bathroom? So may we generally use in formal ways to ask for permission. So may I use? We are asking for something following a formal way. Anna will buy me a new hat. Will buy me. It is indicating future. The hat is not with me. Anna will buy me a hat in future. So indicating future. Albert would often watch the night sky when he was a child. So it shows the past habit. Okay. Albert would often watch the night sky when he was a child. That is something he used to do when he was a child. You must bring my notebook tomorrow. Showing obligation. You must bring. You have no other choice. You must bring. You should tidy your room before the guests arrive. Should is used here to show suggestion. So, you should tidy the room before the guests arrive. So, someone is suggesting us to do that. Understood? Now, the last exercise is left, that is D. Rewrite the following sentences correctly using the auxiliary verbs given in brackets. The meaning of the sentences may change when you rewrite them. So what we have to do, basically the auxiliary verbs are given within brackets. We need to use that and we need to rewrite the sentences. Okay, so let us begin. First, D. Rinko is going to meet the president tomorrow. Is going. So we will replace it with will. So Rinku will meet the president. Rinku will meet the president tomorrow. Number 2, Sohail writes in Japanese. We have to rewrite the sentence using can. So Sohail can write in Japanese. Keep in your mind, after this auxiliary verbs, we have to use the base form of the verb. We cannot even add s or es, or we cannot change the verb from the base to past or past participle. We have to retain the verb in its base form. So, Sohail writes in Japanese, as Sohail is a third person singular number. That is why here it is written writes. But when we will add can, so Sohail can write, not Sohail can writes. Okay. So Sohail can write in Japanese. Number 3, Roma washes the car at night. Roma could wash the car at night. Number 4, Sandeep wins the match. Sandeep may win the match. Number 5, you clean the bench before you leave. You Okay, I need to rub this to continue with exercise further. Number 6. Anil fetches the ball from the garden. Anil must fetch the ball from the garden. Number 7. Some of these watches are stolen. So some of these watches might be stolen. Some of these watches might be stolen. Now, we used to swim across the river until recently. We used to. It shows your past habit. We will be replacing with would. So what will be the answer? We would swim across the river, not until recently. We would swim across the river. Number 9. 2 of you can stay here to look after the child. 2 of you should stay here. 2 of you should stay here to look after the child. Number 10. Do not throw away the receipt. Must not throw away the receipt. So, here the chapter verbs ends. Yes, hopefully you jotted down all the exercises and everything that I have done on the board. You will get this material in the worksheet section as well. Hopefully you will not have any difficulty. If you have any, please feel free to mention. We will meet in the next class with something new. Till then, do study well, take care of yourself and have a great day ahead. Thank you.